It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The tip is won by the Sixers. To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
To Hield. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Hill into the front court. They trail by 2. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Buddy Hield.
Defense, let's go.
Danny Green to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Short jumper, won't fall.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Embiid. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia.
The NBA Season 1-1-2-0-2-3 Game 1-2 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOATS International Sports Showdown 2023.
Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Turner to Hield. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Danny Green to the rim. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Turner. Buddy Hield. George Hill, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
The 2023 NBA Season 1-1-2-0-2-3 Game 1-2 matchup is now live streaming on GOATS International Sports Showdown 2023.
Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Hill. That's rebounded by Embiid.
Game 1-2 Philadelphia 76ers 1-0-1 Indiana Pacers 4-6.
Drop on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To Hill. From long range, the veteran, Hill with the 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Tobias Harris. Can't connect from in close. Hill across the timeline. Leads just a point. Good work defensively as the pass is taken away. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Time to shuffle things up. Danny Green sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a look. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Two for two on that trip. Joel Embiid. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Pacers control. To Payton. Sizing up the defense. Payton to George Hill. Goes to the left side. Turner to Hill. Here comes the screen. Here's a chance from long range. That's a forced shot from Elfrid Payton. Off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And finishes strong. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Sixers control it. To Tobias Harris. To George Hill. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Hill. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Embiid, good for two.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Turner. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Embiid. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Turner. 5 to shoot for Indiana. To George Hill. Fires the three. Working hard on the glass. Oh, Miles Turner. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Stepping in for the Indiana.
Batum picked up by Teague. To Embiid. Has a chance. Shot by Embiid won't go down. To Teague. The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Millsap. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Deep right corner. Hill. And takes it away. To Millsap. Can't miss those. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Teague. Scores from the post. Batum to Millsap. To Embiid. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it.
Stepping in for Indiana, number 40.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Way to hit.
Teague with the basketball. Down 5. To McConnell. Joel Embiid pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Sixers have the basketball. To Embiid. Probing the defense. Can't connect. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Embiid to Millsap. Chance here for the process. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Millsap to Embiid. Able to convert inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
McConnell to Teague. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Pacers with the possession. To Teague. To McConnell.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
And he'll head to the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Nick Batum. To McConnell. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Sixers control it. Embiid has a look. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
McConnell. To Teague. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
To Teague. Mike Scott with the block. 50-50 ball. Offense retrieves it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Millsap. Indiana with the basketball. To McConnell. Paul Millsap.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers, number 33, Miles Turner.
To Teague. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Can't connect from inside. Paul Millsap. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To McConnell. Teague. To McConnell. 5 on the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Got a piece of it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Teague with it up top. Down 8. To McConnell. T. Fine to shoot. It's no good. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. To Turner. And draws the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Miles Turner at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. To Embiid. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Buddy Hield. And this will be out of bounds off of Embiid. Collison. Fires the three. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. Turner to Hield. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Philadelphia, number 33, Tobias Harris.
Danny Green to Marcus Morris. Embiid. Gets a shot up off the mark. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Buddy Hield. To Payton. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Down to 3. Won't go. To Embiid. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Embiid. To Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, strong finish. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Hayden. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Buddy Hield. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Going to launch beyond the arc. Danny Green to Embiid. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Knocked loose. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Second effort. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Mike Scott trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Embiid. Pacers come up with it. Gets it in the left corner. Collison to Hield. To Hill. Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Embiid. To Marcus Morris. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
To Hield. Hill. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
They'll get it down to Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
George Hill to Turner. Mike Scott tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Sixers have the basketball. Oh, big finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Miles Turner with a piece. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. Substitution being made in this one. That'll get out off one of the Pacers. Danny Green to Embiid. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. For 3, he was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, Miles Turner 3 for 6 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Green with a shot, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To George Hill. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. To Danny Green. Embiid. Cleans it up. 19-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Pacers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Blocks.
The Philadelphia 76ers have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with this awesome slam.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Turner. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Tobias Harris. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Montrezl Harrell sends it away. And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Danny Green. Another chance. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
It's Indiana basketball. Hayden to Turner. To Hield. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Tobias Harris. Embiid to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris above the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Harris to Embiid. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Turner to Hield. And the basket good at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Embiid. For 3. And Joel Embiid steps outside, hand in his face. It still goes down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Buddy Hield. To Turner. To Payton. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Buddy Hield. From long range. Hand in his face. No problem for Elfrid Payton.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Missed a wide open look. Collison into the front court. Down a bundle. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Embiid. Down to Green. And a throwdown.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Embiid, good for 2.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Here comes the screen to Payton. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Harris to Danny Green. Embiid. Elfrid Payton swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And the rebound brought down by Harrell.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Hill. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Danny Green to Embiid. Rebound cleared by the Pacers. To George Hill. Danny Green, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield to Hill. Paul Millsap snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Embiid. Harris. To Millsap. Here's a chance from long range. Yeah, Paul Millsap. Quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Hield. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. To Tobias Harris. Millsap to Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here comes the screen. To George Hill. Buddy Hield. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Jeremy Lamb with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Got it at the line. Harris to Embiid. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Hill to Hield. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Miles Turner at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Embiid to Millsap. Embiid to Millsap. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Pacers control. To Teague. Surveys the floor. Weighs his options. Teague. Jeremy Lamb sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Sixers control it. Batum. To Embiid. Teague with the basketball. His guys down big to McConnell. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now a steal by Philly.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside, easy path to the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Teague with it up top. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. To Teague. Fires the three, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Embiid. Nice pass to set things up. Millsap. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Mike Scott pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. And a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Batum to Millsap. Going to launch beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Millsap to Embiid. To Millsap. Embiid. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from long range. What can you say? Morris locked in on that one.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Sixers have the basketball. To Embiid. To Marcus Morris. Jeff Teague with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hill into the front court. He'll run the offense. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Danny Green to Marcus Morris. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Hill. Beyond the arc for 3. Won't go down. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Marcus Morris. Millsap. To Embiid. Great dish to set it up.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. George Hill. Passed it off. Nick Batum able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Hill across the timeline. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Teague. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Not today.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To George Hill. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Batum to Marcus Morris. To Millsap. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a look. Nikola Batum. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Hill to Hield. For 3. He'll force that one. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Nick Batum slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. For 3. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Short jumper off the mark. To Marcus Morris. Millsap to Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Gets it in the right corner. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Embiid with the interception. Pacers with the possession. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Throws it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Turner. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Deep right corner. To Marcus Morris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. To Nick Batum. Here's a chance from long range. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good. To Hield. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Batum to Marcus Morris. Goes to the right side. To Batum. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Good. Off a spin.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Marcus Morris. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Philadelphia with the basketball. From the outside. And a putback slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Buddy Hield. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Turner to Hill. Tobias Harris tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Rebounded by the Pacers. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
To Nick Batum. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Indiana with the basketball. Has a chance. Teague, a shot, no good. To Batum. Buddy Hield with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. Teague rocks the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Batum gets it in the left corner. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Has a look. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the mic.
Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers dominated this game from beginning to end. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pacers seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game practice. Second chance points. Player of the game. Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Indiana Pacers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Game 1-2 Phoenix Suns 140 Utah Jazz 137 final. Game 1-2 Oklahoma City Thunder 134 Portland Trail Blazers 9-1 final. Game 1-2 Houston Rockets 104 Los Angeles Lakers 105 final.